What happens when a 7-foot center starts playing like a point guard, threading passes through impossible angles, dissecting defenses like a chess master, and turning basketball into art? That's Nikola Jokic. The Serbian superstar didn't just change how big men play, he redefined what it means to be a passer in the modern NBA. But here's the real question. Is Nikola Jokic actually the best passer ever? Let's find out. Early life and rise in Serbia. Nikola Jokic was born on February 19, 1995 in Sombor, Serbia, a small town known more for horse racing than basketball. Growing up, Jokic wasn't a typical athletic prodigy. He loved sports, yes, but his early passion was horse riding. He spent hours playing pickup basketball with his brothers, learning not just how to score, but how to think about the game. In Serbia, basketball training focuses heavily on fundamentals and team play. That upbringing shaped Jokic's style. He learned spacing, angles, timing, and anticipation traits that would later make his passing so elite. By the time he joined Mega Basket, a Serbian professional team, he was already showing glimpses of his unique skill set: soft hands, quick instincts, and a rare feel for the game. When the Denver Nuggets selected him 41st overall in the 2014 NBA Draft, he wasn't even in the US. A Taco Bell commercial aired during his selection. But that low-profile draft moment would eventually lead to one of the most revolutionary careers in NBA history: becoming a passing phenomenon. When Jokic entered the league in 2015, few expected him to become a generational talent. He wasn't athletic, flashy, or explosive, but what set him apart was his vision. From his rookie season onward, his passing instincts were obvious: quick reads, no-look assists, touch passes, and skip passes that defied logic. By 2019, Jokic had fully taken command of Denver's offense. He became the first center in decades to run the floor as the team's primary playmaker. Every possession flowed through him, either from the elbow, post, or top of the key. His teammates started cutting differently. Defenders began panicking early, and suddenly, the Nuggets became one of the hardest teams to guard in the NBA. The beauty of Jokic's passing lies in its unpredictability. He can throw a bullet to a cutter before the defense even reacts, or casually flip a one-handed pass over his shoulder to a wide-open shooter. His game feels spontaneous, but it's really structured brilliance. The numbers don't lie. Statistics often tell the truth, and Jokic's passing numbers are unreal for a big man. In 2021, he became the first center in NBA history to lead his team in assists, rebounds, and points all in the same season. By 2023, he was averaging over 9 assists per game, higher than most elite guards. He holds the record for the most triple-doubles by a center, surpassing legends like Wilt Chamberlain. In 2024, he became the fastest player in history to reach 15,000 points, 7,500 rebounds, and 5,000 assists faster than Larry Bird. These aren't just big man stats, these are all-time stats. And they prove that Jokic's playmaking isn't just good for a center, it's historic by any standard. Why his passing is so special. What makes Jokic's passing different isn't just accuracy, it's creativity and timing. He doesn't wait for plays to unfold, he creates them. Court vision. He reads defenses like a quarterback scanning a field. From the top of the key, he can spot weak side rotations before they happen. Deception. His no-look passes and shoulder fakes freeze defenders. You can't predict what's coming because even his teammates sometimes don't know until the last second. Touch and technique. Whether it's a bullet pass, a lob, or a bounce pass through traffic, Jokic's touch is elite. He adjusts velocity and angle perfectly to fit the moment. Confidence. He takes passing risks other players wouldn't dare. and he makes them look effortless. Defenses are forced to guard him in ways no other big has ever demanded. If you double-team him, he'll find the open shooter instantly. If you play off him, he'll score himself. He controls the game like a puppet master, dictating every defensive move. Signature moments. Jokic's highlight reel is a masterclass in passing. There's the full-court one-handed bounce pass in transition, the blind flick to a cutter midair, or the bullet assist from out of bounds that somehow finds its target in stride. In the 2023 NBA Finals, Jokic averaged 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists per game, the first player in NBA history to average a triple-double in the finals. His passing dismantled Miami's defense, forcing them into rotations they couldn't recover from. Every possession was a clinic in anticipation and execution. Even veteran defenders admit there's no way to prepare for him. As Jimmy Butler once said, "You can't speed him up. You can't make him uncomfortable. He's always 2 steps ahead," comparing him to other great passers. When you think of all-time passers, names like Magic Johnson, John Stockton, LeBron James, and Steve Nash come up. But what makes Jokic's case unique is position. Magic was a point guard built like a forward. LeBron is a forward who plays like a guard. But Jokic? He's a center operating in a position historically meant for rebounding, rim protection, and interior scoring. Despite that, he matches or surpasses those legends in creativity and impact. He's essentially a one-man offensive system. Denver doesn't need a traditional playmaker because Jokic handles that responsibility. He's both the passer and the scoring threat, forcing defenders to pick their poison every trip down the floor. The legacy he's building, Jokic has already won multiple MVPs, an NBA championship, and a Finals MVP, and he's still in his prime. But beyond the accolades, his legacy lies in transformation. He's changed how teams build around big men. Young centers like Domantas Sabonis and Alperen Şengün model their playmaking after him. Offenses now use their bigs as primary facilitators, something that was unthinkable a decade ago. More importantly, he's made passing cool again, not as a flashy skill, but as the ultimate form of basketball intelligence. Watching Jokic pass is like watching a grandmaster at work, always thinking 3 moves ahead. Conclusion. So, is Nikola Jokic the best passer ever? Maybe the better question is who else is doing what he's doing at his size, at this level, and with this impact. Jokic combines vision, precision, creativity, and control in a way no one ever has. He's not just the best passing big man of all time, he's arguably the best playmaker the NBA has ever seen. His game reminds us that basketball isn't just about athleticism, it's about intelligence, timing, and connection. Nikola Jokic didn't just master the pass, he turned it into poetry. If you loved this deep dive into Jokic's genius, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth basketball stories and player breakdowns where greatness gets the spotlight it deserves.